Alright guys, so now we're doing the demo for workout number 2. This has a couple of moving parts, so just pay attention to the small little details here. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up with our 2 athletes starting in their lane with their hands on their sled. You'll notice there's 2 high boxes at the back of their lane, as well as a series of cones that go down the field. This is obviously a miniature version of how it will be set out, because actually on the field it's an 80-meter distance that we are traveling, but for now, just for demo purposes, we are here. So 3, 2, 1, go. Both athletes will make their way to their high boxes, where they will do synchro box climb overs. Their hands must touch the box and both feet must be on the box at the same time. And they get off the other side and release their hands for the rep to count, making sure that each time they have at least a synchro at the top of the movement for the rep to count. Okay? Once 6 repetitions have been completed, athlete 1 will start with the heaviest weight. The weights will be specified in the workout details. They will make their way to the first marker. Both feet must go over the marker. Then they come back with that weight and load the sled. They will then push that same weighted sled to that first marker that they ran to. Just the front edge of the sled needs to cross the line. Then they will come back to their boxes, and both athletes will do 6 synchro box climb overs. Then athlete 2 will grab the second weight in the line. They will then go to 1 cone marker further than the sled, feet over the marker. They will load their sled and they will push it to that next marker. They make their way back and they will then complete their 6 synchro box overs. This will continue until all the plates have been loaded onto the sled and the sled has been pushed incrementally by both athletes all the way to that last marker. So once we get to the last marker, bearing in mind that you've done it from heaviest plate to lightest plate, that goes through for all divisions, the last plate with the athlete will make their way to the last marker, get their feet over the line, come and load the sled and push the fully loaded sled to the end of the front end of the sled over the line. They will then make their way all the way back to do their final set of 6 synchro high box overs. After which both athletes will make their way down to the sled. They will then turn it and push it back the full distance of 80 meters together. Once they get it over the final line, they will then touch their box to get their time. So their final time will be taken when they reach the box, when both athletes touch their hands on the box. A couple of points and notes to consider. When you are pushing the sled from marker to marker all the way there and all the way back, you need to understand that each push effort must go from one marker to the other. If you stop and rest at any point in between the markers, you will have to do a 5 burpee penalty as a team. Okay? Alright guys, so just bear in mind the sled needs to be pushed normally like this, completely flat. You may not lift the sled and push the front end like this. Nor may you drag the sled backwards. It must be pushed forward at all times.